Leandro Trossard rescues Arsenal after Harry Kane goal in Bayern Munich thriller. 5 talking points. Arsenal 2-2 Bayern Munich. Leandro Trossard came off the bench to score a late equaliser for the Gunners in the first leg of their Champions League quarter-final against Bayern. Leandro Trossard came off the bench to rescue Arsenal and keep their Champions League quarter-final clash with Bayern Munich in the balance. The hosts had gone ahead just 12 minutes in when Bukayo Saka curled in a brilliant opening goal with a first-time effort. But it did not take long for Bayern to equalise, with a defensive error seeking Serge Gnabry poked the ball through David Raya's legs, and they were ahead just after the half-hour mark when former Tottenham star Harry Kane rolled in a penalty following William Saliba's ill-judged tackle on Leroy Sane. Gunners boss Mikel Arteta threw on Gabriel Jesus and Trossard with 25 minutes to go as he looked for a way back into the game. It was a move that paid off, with Trossard sweeping an equaliser home after Arsenal picked the Bayern defence apart. Arsenal were denied a last-gasp penalty when Manuel Neuer appeared to bring down Saka, with the game ending a draw. Here, Mirror Football looks at the biggest talking points from the first leg, with everything still to play for. All to play for, this was Arsenal's first appearance in the quarter-finals of the Champions League for 14 years, and they still have a huge chance of reaching the Final Four. They had looked to be heading for a defeat in this first leg, but were able to score a late equaliser to keep the tie level. The Gunners travel to Bayern next Wednesday for the crucial second leg of this quarter-final tie. There is of course no longer an away goals rule in normal time, meaning the Bundesliga giants will not be happy to merely shut up shop. Arsenal may well be disappointed not to have turned their dominance into a win. But given they were behind for so long, the Gunners will be relieved to see the scores level heading into next week's reverse fixture. Star boy Saka, fresh from scoring in the win over Brighton on Saturday, Bukayo Saka quickly made it 2 successive games with a goal. Saka was up against Alphonso Davies on his side of the pitch and ensured it was a difficult evening for the Canadian. Much of the Gunners' best attacking play came through the Englishman. He had 32 touches in the first half, 20 more than Gabriel Martinelli, who started on the opposite wing. The highlight of Saka's impressive first half came just 12 minutes in when he scored a brilliant goal to break the deadlock. After being played into the box by Ben White, Saka sent a first-time curling effort past Manuel Neuer and into the net for a superb opening. Gnabry returns to haunt Gunners, while it was Saka who was starring for Arsenal. Both of Bayern's wingers caused problems for the hosts. First, Serge Gnabry, who spent for years with the Gunners, came back to haunt his former club. Gnabry was played through by a delightful pass from Leon Goretzka before sliding the ball through David Raya's legs to equalise. Leroy Sane had played a key role in the build-up for Gnabry's goal, and he was instrumental in putting Bayern ahead just after the half-hour mark. The winger turned Jakub Kiwior out wide before running through the heart of Arsenal's defence and being brought down for a penalty by William Saliba. It was a difficult night for the Gunners' defence, mainly due to Bayern's tricky wingers. Kane torments again. This was Harry Kane's first match in London since he left Arsenal's fierce rivals Tottenham last summer. Before departing, the striker had scored 14 goals in 19 games against the Gunners. He made that 15 goals in 20 appearances within 32 minutes of Tuesday's game. After Sane was brought down by a silly tackle from William Saliba, it was Kane who was entrusted with the spot kick. The England captain duly stepped up to roll in his side's second goal. Kane had also played a huge role in the equaliser, closing down Gabriel to force the Brazilian to misplace his pass in the build-up to Gnabry's strike. That goal means that he has now scored more goals than any other opposition player at the Emirates. Arteta vindicated, it was mostly a frustrating night for Arsenal, but many of their problems were all of their own making. The Gunners dominated possession, enjoying 61% of the ball, but struggled to do much of note with it up against Bayern's stubborn defence. But in their frustration, Arsenal left themselves far too open at the back. Mikel Arteta's decision to let his side push forward proved to be their downfall, with both of Bayern's goals coming from a counter-attack. Arteta doubled down in the second half by throwing on Alexander Zinchenko, Gabriel Jesus and Leandro Trossard. It was a move that paid off, with Trossard putting the finishing touch to a neat team move to rescue a draw.